We believe that if there were no institutional blockers, if there were no unconscious biases, we would probably be seeing 50-50 in terms of gender balance among founders, among tech founders. I mean, if you look at micro SMEs, for example, here in Nigeria, 2/3 of micro SMEs are owned by women. So obviously women are great business people. But how come we don't see that at when it comes to tech startups? It's simply because there are some institutional things and cultural things that get in the way of women getting into the business of founding tech startups, that get in the way of them getting that first check and moving on. And so what we try to do, we try to use our influence, our power, and our resources in the industry to overcome some of those challenges. So for example, if women are struggling to get a first check, then we go out of our way to make sure that in our investment because we also invest in idea stage people who have not built anything yet.
Right.
We go out of our way to make sure we are not overlooking women with great business ideas who are not getting a fair look elsewhere. So that's one example. Another example is we've all know that some of the best founders are past operators, for instance. And so we're thinking about how many women who are currently working in a startup are not thinking about starting a startup, even though they have the exact skills needed.
Right.
And so we're very big on ecosystem engagement. When we are helping our startups hire, we are helping them think clearly and intentionally about gender balance and diversity in their hiring, because we know that we are grooming the next cohort of tech founders, whether men or women. And then we are, like I said, we are very focused on engaging with the ecosystem, engaging with operators, and in those engagements, identifying those who are already thinking about maybe starting a business, but they don't know if they have those skills. I would say, hey, look, come to FFA, we'll give you the support to get going. So these are the hands-on things we do. And of course, gender equality, gender representation is part of our KPIs internally. So we're not just talking the talk, we're walking.